Two investors buy the same rental property. One says, this deal returns 12%. The other says, no, it's actually 18%. How can both be right? Because they're using two different metrics, cash-on-cash return and IRR, and mixing them up is one of the fastest ways to overpay for a property. Today, I'll explain both in plain English, show you exactly when each one matters, and give you a cheat sheet you can use on every deal. Not financial advice, just education. By the end of this video, you'll know what cash-on-cash return really measures, what IRR really measures, why they often disagree, and which one to use depending on your investing goal. Every investment is basically a story of cash flows, money out then money in. Cash-on-cash and IRR are both trying to summarize that story, but they focus on different chapters. One is about your cash income now. The other is about your total performance over time. Cash-on-cash return answers one main question. For every euro I put in cash, how much cash do I get back in a year? What counts as annual cash flow? It's what's left after paying mortgage, taxes, insurance, maintenance, property management, vacancy, allowance, utilities, HOA fees basically. Net cash you can actually spend. What counts as cash invested? Down payment, closing costs, upfront repairs, / renovations, furnishing, anything you paid out of pocket to get the property running. Cash on cash is perfect if your goal is monthly income, like replacing a salary or building cash flow. Let's say you invest 50,000 euros total cash to buy and stabilize a rental. After all expenses, you net 5,000 euros per year in cash flow. Cash on cash return equals 5,000 euros divided by 50,000 euros equals 10%. So Cock tells you, this deal pays me 10% on my cash each year, right now. But here's the catch, it ignores what happens later. IRR answers a different question. What's my annualized return over the entire life of this investment, including the sale? IRR includes the timing of cash flows, rent increases over time, big repairs later, refinancing, and the final sale proceeds. IRR is basically the return that makes the net present value of all cash flows equal to zero. Translation, it's the single percentage that best fits the whole timeline. A property might have weak cash flow today, but if it's expected to appreciate a lot, the IRR can be strong. A property can throw off a ton of cash every year, but if it doesn't grow much and sells for only a modest gain, IRR might be lower than expected. If you renovate, raise rents, then sell in 3 to 5 years, IRR can jump because cash flows happen earlier and the exit is bigger. Here's the danger. IRR can look amazing on paper because it assumes you can reinvest interim cash flows at the same rate. Also, IRR can be inflated by very short hold periods, optimistic sale price assumptions, ignoring major capital expenses, unrealistic rent growth. So IRR is powerful, but it's also easier to manipulate, intentionally or not. Use cash-on-cash return when you want income. Now you're comparing long-term rentals for cash flow. You need to know if the deal supports your lifestyle. You're early in analysis and want a quick filter. Use IRR when you're comparing deals with different timelines. There's a big exit event. It's a value-add strategy. You're evaluating partnerships or syndications. Cash-on-cash is the snapshot. IRR is the full movie. You don't pick one forever. You use both for different questions. If you want to get serious, pair these with debt service coverage ratio for safety and a simple break-even occupancy calculation. Because a deal isn't just about returns, it's about surviving bad months.